Hey all, and welcome back to the HellfireComms playthrough of Pokémon Scarlet. We're done with the main game, y'all, so very shortly we shall be speaking to this NPC here and heading off to the mystical land of Kitakami. But first, check out our new team. We have Liko, the Meowscarada. We have Ely Big Deal, the Electros. We have Shimmer, the Shiny Tyranitar. Cyrus, the... What Pokemon is this again, Spar?
Ceruledge.
Thank you, the Ceruledge. We have Atlas, the Slowking, and we have Azusa, the Shiny Azurill. Very cool team, I think you'll agree, but before we do anything, there's a little bit of unfinished business before we head off, so let me just get this fella. I'll put you back in the party in a second, Azusa, don't you worry. Let's see, head on over to this. XP Candy Lodge. There we go. One level up and... Legasp! It is evolving!
Happened right in the middle of the entrance hall.
Hell yeah, this is what happens when there's like no environment for it to stand in, essentially.
It goes into hammer space, basically.
Ta-da! What are your favourite Pokemon, I believe, Spur?
Yes, it is. I don't know if it's in my top 10, but it's definitely in, like, the top 20, for sure.
Crocodile. This was, like, Ash's best Pokemon in, Gen 5, I believe.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, he picked a good one.
Granted, his team wasn't the best in, Best Wishes, but we're not here to talk about that. What we are here to do, if I can pick the correct button on my, thing over here.
Minus. There you go.
You see a little medal there. Bada bing. Amazing! You completed the Pokedex! Thank you so much to Spar and Kai. You guys made this all possible.
Oh yes, thank you very much to Kai for helping both of us with completing the Pokedex with the Violet exclusives and just helping with trade evolutions and stuff like that.
You know, I think you deserve a special diploma in recognition of this magnificent achievement. Come see me in the biology lab back at Naranja Academy when you have some time. The Pokedex completion mark has been added to your profile. As reward for completing the Pokedex, you received a Beast Ball.
Which is weird because the Ultra Beasts aren't in this game.
Congratulations! Ignoring that, and you've completed the Pokedex. Alright, let's go see Jacques in the biology lab and then we can head out.
This is actually a pretty neat scene. I'm glad we're getting to show it off.
I think this is the first Pokedex I've completed since Pokemon Red.
Oh, wow. This, as I've said before, this was the first one I ever completed outside of the Renegade Platinum ROM hack.
Wow. What? Are you telling me that you've already registered 400 species of Pokemon to your Pokedex? Wow, it is saying that. That's amazing. Really amazing.
It's especially impressive because we didn't even know half of these existed before you caught them.
And it's all thanks to you, NTom. You know, I visited this strange shop the other day and I happened to pick up a little something. Might not seem like much to get a second-hand gift, but here, from me to you.
It has the same effect whether it's second-hand or not. It's the Shiny Charm.
Whoa! You put it in the key item pocket, because that shit is important. Having one of these mysterious shining charms make it more likely you'll encounter shiny Pokemon in the wild.
If my numbers are correct, I think it takes the shiny chance from 1 in 4,000 down to 1 in 2,000. Or approximately those.
Cuts it in half, essentially. Now, what's all this commotion about, I wonder? Oh, hello. Ah, Director Clavel, the student of mine completed their Pokedex.
Have a what?
Upon my word! I twist my hair so it does. What a marvellous accomplishment, Master NTom. He really surprised me too, pulling off a feat like this. Well, Mr. Jacques' delight clearly shows how commendable your work has been. Please allow me to reward you with a small gift. And this one isn't second-hand. Students who achieve great feats such as this deserve to be recognised for their hard work. This congratulatory message, penned by the company that certifies Pokedex completion, is for you.
And what is this company's name?
Wait for it.
It's Game Freak.
We hereby certify your achievement of completing the Pokedex. May this great feat be celebrated by all. Who the F is Game Freak? I reconfigured your Pokedex app so that you may view your diploma there anytime you like. Programming is another of Director Lavelle's skills, you know.
Somehow I doubt that. That would make it funny, because I think you can suggest Clavel, or Clavel, like, pretends to be Cassiopeia when you're, like, looking for someone who's good at programming for Arvin's thing.
Yeah. Here, well, I am his homeroom teacher after all. Gotta act like it from time to time, I guess. You may have completed your Pokedex, but there is still plenty of adventure to be had. I hope you'll keep looking for new Pokemon to befriend here in Paldea.
Well, there literally aren't any. That's what happens when the Pokedex is completed. There aren't any left.
Well, I guess we'll have to search in lands beyond Spar.
Technically, you could get 2 new Pokemon by evolving the Galarian Meowth you picked up, but that doesn't actually register in any of the Pokedexes in the game. It doesn't count towards completion, at least.
It does not. So, let's put the Azurill back in the party.
I tried to come up with a name for that one, and the only place my mind went was Kaon. That's a reference to a character from Kaon. I ended up making this team all EV trained, all set up with pretty good movesets and all of that stuff. I even shiny hunted for the shiny Azumarill, so I think Tom's going to take out the Teal Mask DLC pretty easily with this. Yeah,
buddy. Alright, here we go. Mr. Jacques said the students for the school trip would be around here. And here we are. Nice earrings.
Yeah, her earrings are the Terra symbol.
You're one of the students chosen for the school trip, aren't you? And your name was? NTom, ma'am.
We're polite here at HFC.
Respectful, like, that is not true. Well, it's kind of like a half-truth. Some of us are, some of us aren't. Some of us try to be.
Some of us are just assholes.
I guess Paldea is rich enough in resources for that sort of thing to be a common sight at school. You appear to be flashing, my dear. Are you okay? Oh, but here I go on, and I haven't even introduced myself. Call me Miss Briar. I'm so sorry I'm late.
Oh look, it's Jock again.
Oh, hello to you too, NTom. What a lucky scamp you are, getting to take part in a school trip so soon after transferring here.
Yeah, it's really convenient that it happened to be us, and no one else in the school.
Ahem.
Weird how that works.
I said ahem. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Briar. I got a bit carried away. Well, as Mr. Jacques so kindly stated for me, my name is Briar. I'm a teacher over at Blueberry Academy. That's a school in the Unova region, you know. Miss Briar helps to set the curriculum there.
Completely missed that they literally just say it's in the Unova region, because I asked one of my friends about that at one point, and they were just very, like, how did you miss that? And I'm like, oh, okay.
That much I knew, and I know a fair bit about the DLC as well. Again, it took us so long to get to the playthrough. It's just kind of to be expected.
Because you're more active in the kind of communities that would be talking about it, whereas I am not. So I was able to go in pretty blind on everything.
Ah yes, well there's not much I can do about that without permission from the Pokemon League and Director Lavelle. Oh, I know. I've already put in all the proper applications. I trust that I'll get a favourable response soon. Ah, well, Oh, sorry, NTom, forgot all about you for a moment there. Don't you ever...
Changing the subject.
Don't you ever do that again. Anyway, the school trip. Think of it as a chance to continue your treasure hunt on a grander scale. To search beyond Paldea's borders.
Since you have all of the Pokemon here, yeah.
But you just completed your Pokedex, but I already have the app finished. Isn't technology wonderful? The Kitakami Pokedex has been added to your Pokedex app.
The nice thing is, there's a decent bit of crossover, so most of, well, I won't say most, but some of that Pokedex will have already been filled in.
Woohoo! Oh, and don't worry about a permission slip for the trip. I already cleared things with your mom.
Cool. Kind of wish we got to go back to see her. We kind of didn't through the whole playthrough.
Did she ever really exist to begin with?
Oh, well, that's a question for another social media, I guess.
Now then, NTom. It's quite a trip to the land of Kitakami. I hope you don't mind flying or long bus rides. Let me know as soon as you're ready to set out, won't you? I'm ready. Are you ready to set out for Kitakami, NTom? Yes.
Why, yes, we are.
Great, we'll set out together as a group once the other students arrive. I hear you were all chosen for this trip by lottery, so this may be the first time you meet.
Can you imagine who the other characters going on the trip are?
By the way, do you know of the Scarlet book? Lady, you have no idea.
I've seen it.
I've read it. It was the most influential book of the century on the subject of the paranormal. The author of the Scarlet book, Heath, was in fact an ancestor of mine.
Oh, okay. I forgot that too.
I get it. Heath, Briar, yeah.
Alright, yeah, I suppose. That book just floated up from nowhere.
I saw it. I chose not to mention it, because I'm polite. A disc Pokemon? While separated from the research team in the crater's depths, I found a strange entity. Whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I know not. It bore a shell with layers of overlapping hexagons, and gleamed brighter still than gemstone. Viewed as a whole, it resembled a mysterious, brilliant disc. A disc Pokemon? I have tentatively named this creature Terapagos. I suspect that its very body is made up of the key material that causes Pokemon to shine brightly and crystallize. The Pokemon depicted on these pages is called Terapagos. It's a mysterious Pokemon that Heath allegedly encountered when he delved even further into the depths of Area Zero.
Yeah, there was more down there than what we saw.
It's my dream to find Terapagos and prove that Heath's records were all true. Though I haven't yet been able to secure permission to enter Area Zero, unfortunately. But that's fine, it'll all be fine. All I need to do is focus on the work that's in front of me now.
They're a bit of a stickler for that rule, unless you're the protagonist. By the way, there's actually just 3 random kids that join along with you. It's not the Penny, Arvin, and Nimona.
Well, I have been bamboozled.
I think that would have been a bit too on the nose.
This is a lottery or a crane machine. That only features my friends. Nice, the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Part 1, the TEAL Mask.
I like teal. Very calming color.
Yeah.
It's like all the best parts of blue and green mixed together.
That's no emerald green, but I get you. We're finally here! My butt is killing me after all those hours sitting. First the plane, then that bus.
Is that the first use of the word butt in a Pokemon game?
Buttocks? In my Pokemon? And we haven't lost anything along the way? All here. Then welcome to the land of Kitakami.
I want a mod for this game that changes nothing, except for that one kid in the red cap that changes it to the Get Smoked cap.
Nah. Yo, Yanma. It's actually my first time here too. Why, the rice fields really are just dazzling. Got regular Wooper. Up ahead is Masui Town. That will be our base of operations for the duration of the trip. But Miss Briar, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't have brought like an 8-year-old kid on the plane with us without their parents or whatever.
We probably shouldn't let 8-year-olds into the academy either. Could you run ahead to the community centre in Masui and let the caretaker know we're here? It would be great if you could explain that one of our students is feeling unwell. I'm on it. I knew I'd be able to count on you.
So you don't mind if we like run around and pick up that item I can see in the background, or, you know, catch some of these new Pokemon or whatever, right?
Hell yeah.
I'm sure the kid will be fine.
How you doing, No Name? It's my first time in another region. It even smells different here. Sniff. Do you think he's alright? That was one bumpy boss ride. Oh man. We're on new soil, Spar.
Oh, yeah.
Pokedoll.
Okay, well, that's good for a first item, I guess. Swaddle, Poochyena. I think that's Swaddle.
The classic rivalry of dog versus cat. Let's see. Quick ball.
Probably should have stocked up on these, but that's okay, there's a shop.
I will be catching as I go. Unlike a certain someone who does it between parts. I'm just saying.
Now, you've been told about this, but there is a bonus thing when you get to 150 out of 200 in the Kitakami Pokedex, so we'll be doing our best to get to that before the next session.
Ah, it's separate.
Oh wow, you actually did just fill up half of it.
Cool. Let's take this pepper up. Take the ball cap.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, so you already filled up half of the Pokedex just by completing the base game Pokedex.
Well, just keep chucking.
This one might actually fail, because Yanma has a fairly low catch rate. Nah, it's okay. Quick Ball is too powerful.
Add it to the list. I'm thinking of getting a Pokeball replica, and I'm torn between a Luxury Ball and a Quick Ball.
I feel like Luxury would be very, very shiny.
It would. They don't open, but they're just like, you know, metal and look very nice. You can't ride Koraidon right now. We told you. You can't ride him right now. Level 55, Jesus.
I think the levels will actually be lower if you come here early. Everything in this DLC, at the very least, I'm pretty sure adapts to whether you've beaten the Academy Ace tournament or not. If you have done that, all the levels will jump up. Otherwise, they're like in the 20s.
I got you.
Pretty sure that's correct. Hey look, Cutie Fly.
Oh, yeah. Very useful Pokemon in Gen 7.
Did you use the Ribombee?
I might have done.
Okay. Oh, a crit capture, nice. Ribombee is actually one of the Pokemon I've been looking at to use for your Indigo Disc team, so well, I'll have to get some input from you on which ones you want to use.
Fairy is always useful. Now, much like we used Fuecoco in the base playthrough, hello Spinarak, my faithful Gen 2 mod, and we're using Meowscarada here, we'll be using the Water Starter in the Indigo Disc.
Yes, Quackleval. Since we're using Ceruledge here, we'll be using Armarouge and Indigo Disc as well. Should point out, in addition to the other shoutouts that we've already given to Kai, that Ceruledge is actually Kai's Pokemon. He's the original trainer for it.
Oh, cool. I don't care for spiders, and yet Spinarak is cute.
It's a shame that Ariados is not super great, both in typing and stats. It's just kind of whatever.
Look, Koga went with what he had in Gen 2, okay? Are you serious? I can't ride Koraidon right now?
I think you really have to get up to the community center first.
Okay.
Because I don't think they want you to explore right now. You're sort of in the most linear part, I suppose.
That's fair.
I'm frankly surprised that they let you run around this much. I'm surprised there's not an invisible wall to stop you from going backwards.
Look, I know Game Freak are a little bit behind the times, but I don't think they're that behind the times.
They have been in other parts of this game.
Truth. Oh, Swaddle. That was so epic, it had to load.
Oh, good, I did get the name right. I thought Swaddle might have been its evolution.
I can see that. Mostly because it's swaddled.
They are babby.
I would make for a very sarcastic Pokedex. Are you checking to see if this thing that's on fire is a fire type? God, why do they teach you kids in school these days? We don't go to school! What do you think this is, Paldea?
The only thing we learn in school is Pokemon. Spelling, math, history. I guess the Academy does have those, but I've never heard of any schools anywhere else in the Pokemon world.
We got some rice paddies here.
Which I have heard have a very distinct smell, so that's what the kids were talking about when they said it smells different here. Now then, please catch me if I rant too hard, but we're about to be introduced to my least favorite character in the whole DLC.
Oh, wow, yeah, you were telling me you weren't a fan of the TEAL MASK as a whole.
Oh, yes. I'm not gonna harp on it too bad, but wow.
Sis, look, there's one now.
It's a foreigner.
What do you mean, you people? Rude. You're one of those students who came from the Paldea region, huh? Way cool. Hush, Kieran. I'm Carmine. Sorry, but I can't just let an outsider like you wander into Masui Town. If you insist on coming in, you'll have to battle me first.
Wow, xenophobia to start off. Cool.
Making this big fuss over nothing? I told you to hush, Kiki! Just ignore my little brother. Oh, man. Alright, let's do this. Get in position. Is it the same here? I literally just turned up. Oh, thankfully no one was using this stretch of land.
You're not related to anyone named Nemona, right? I do like her visual design, at least. Very striking colors.
Oh, was this the character you were referring to?
Uh-huh, yeah, I don't like Carmine.
I thought you were referring to Kieran.
Nah, Kieran's fine.
Welcome to Kitakami. For your first experience, get ready to eat dirt.
Says the girl that threw out a Poochyena.
Well, it's slightly more powerful than the one I caught / battled earlier.
It's still a Poochyena.
Oh, you know about type matchups, huh?
Yeah, well, we do go to school for that.
Look, you're the ones who live in the sticks, alright? Fucking judging me.
They're actually here. This is their home, but they're basically visiting from the Blueberry Academy because that's where they go to school.
Oh, okay.
That's the Blueberry uniform that she's wearing.
Gotcha. Makes sense, because it's blue.
Also yellow.
Very bright yellow, one of the most striking shiny forms.
It really doesn't help the Pikachu clone allegations, though.
No.
Oh, that Will-O-Wisp sure sucks for this Pokemon. That basically negates its huge power ability.
Alas. Stab will take care of that loss.
Yeah, it's still a Vulpix, though.
I saw that house pop in, you ain't slick. What kind of strange Kitakami and magics are at work here? Poltergeist. Flex on you with not one but two shinies. This is a new Pokemon for the DLC, I believe. Not Tyranitar, this thing.
Ah, yes, this is.
Crunch. I'm gonna drink you. No.
Sorry about the sandstorming your town, though. Probably not helping the xenophobia there.
Really? They came to town, they brought the plagues. They took my money. My little brother cheered on. Just a bad day all in all. Wowzers, you went to beat my sis?
She had a Poochyena, a Vulpix, and a Poltergeist. None of them were evolved.
Fine, I guess you pass. Barely. Seems I've got no choice. I'll let you into town, but only if you become one of my grunts and do every little thing, guy. Oi, what are you doing causing a ruckus out here? Here comes trouble. Come on, Kiki, we're out of here. But I... Way up, sis.
Alright, well, bye, I guess.
Why, hello there, stranger. You must be one of the students from that Paldea Academy, right? I help to run the community centre here in Masui Town, and a fair few other things besides. I'll be looking after your group during your visit. I hope those two kids weren't giving you any grief just now, were they? No.
I mean, they were trying.
I hardly know what to do with the two of them, especially that Carmine. Always been a handful, that one. I apologise if she gave you a hard time. No, not really. What's that? A member of your group fell ill down by the bus stop? I better get over there and give them a hand so they can make it into town.
Yeah, so it would have been great if we hadn't been delayed. I say, as we also... The first thing we did was turn around and go in the opposite direction.
Yeah. And away he goes. Bold as the day he was born.
I guess he's fine. He knows the way. New Nurse Joy design.
Yeah, I believe she turned up in the anime recently. Of course, not being based on anything in particular, Horizons can just, like, do whatever the hell it wants. I think Terapagos has showed up. That's about the extent of my knowledge.
Yeah, well, again, I haven't watched any of it, so...
I don't see a shop there, so we'll just go inside for now.
It would have been off to the right from the little Pokemon stand.
Right. This way, everyone. Wow, you're really slow, aren't you, Catboy? NTom, I owe you one for fetching the caretaker. Our little travel buddy is feeling much better now, too. Alright, everyone, this is the community centre. This is where you'll be staying while you're here in Kitakami. Our plan was to have you and the students from Blueberry Academy stay here together, but that was too intensive. But it turns out this space is going to be all for you, our visitors from Naranja Academy. I'm sorry I keep calling it Naranja. It's just programmed into me to be ignorant.
Right, yeah, I was doing the same thing. Thank you people in the comments for correcting us.
I heard Penny Snapcube say it correctly, so...
Ah, okay.
But I guess people in the comments can be thanked as well. Come in, everyone. Pack right in.
Now, the reason that the students from Blueberry that are visiting don't need to use the community center is, as I said before, they actually live here.
Nice and clean inside, don't you think? It's all newly built, so it's as good as anything you'd find in one of your big fancy cities.
I like the pastry shaped like a chingling.
Yeah, this here is the lounge. You can watch TV, chat, or relax however you like. Very interesting Pokemon on the TV back there. When you do want to get some sleep, please use the rooms down the hall there. We've got enough space that each of you can have a private room to yourself.
Well, that's pretty nice.
So I think that about covers everything. But if you run into any trouble at all, don't hesitate to talk to one of our fine staff at the desk. Thank you for the tour, sir. The very stationary tour. Thank you for having us. I'm not shouting that.
We really didn't need to shout.
What a bunch of well-mannered and not at all obnoxious visitors. Just think of this place as your own home away from home and relax. You must all be tired after such a long day. I know it's a bit early still, but why don't we have dinner and then call it a night?
Yeah, there's a weird thing about airplane travel that even though you're sitting the whole time, you end up tired at the end.
And so they had dinner. Itadakimasu. You're free to spend the rest of the evening as you like in the community centre, but if you step outside, so help me God!
This is basically just Persona 5, you can't leave the cafe.
It's always got to go back to Persona, doesn't it, Spur?
Specifically Persona 5, I'm not too big on the other ones.
Fair enough.
It's okay, neither is Atlas.
This October, the community centre will increase rental rates for some of its facilities. It applies to conference rooms, event spaces, and lodging. Fair enough.
It doesn't apply to us.
There was a bug Pokemon in there.
Alright, man.
Fair enough.
I mean, that would probably freak me out, too.
I mean, I'm bad with just regular spiders crawling down my wall. Can you imagine one of the big frigates, like a Galvantula?
Yeah.
Morning, everyone. Did you sleep well? Starting today, you'll be joined by our 2 students from Blueberry Academy. Go on, kids. Time to introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Carmine. It's a pleasure to meet all you outsiders. I mean visitors from Paldea. Hee. I'm watching you. I'm Kieran. Carmine and Kieran actually grew up here, so ask them for help if you need anything. And you two had better be of real help, you hear me? Aye, aye.
They're gonna get punished?
Now that that's settled, why don't I tell you all a bit about what we have planned for you?
Because we actually have to have you do something here instead of just play the game.
First, we'll have you split into pairs. Then each pair will be tasked with finding 3 signboards located around the land of Kitakami.
But there's 4 of us and 2 of them.
Read all of them and learn a bit about our home. To prove you completed the task, we ask that each pair take a snapshot together in front of these signboards with their phone or camera. Take a photo together in front of each of the 3 signboards to complete your mission. It's a self-guided tour of Kitakami. Learn all about its rich history. Much more fun than sitting around and listening to me ramble on and on, eh?
Much more fun than sitting through 2.5 hours of academy lessons.
Oh my god. Those episodes are going up today when we're recording this.
They are, yeah.
You got the Roto Stick. Oh my god, it's a selfie stick.
It sure is.
A stick to rest a Rotom phone on. It allows you to take selfies from a little bit farther away than you could on your own. Press the X button while in selfie mode to use your Roto Stick. The Roto Stick adds some extra distance between you and the camera, making it easier to take photos with your friends and Pokemon. I hear these things are all the rage in the big cities. Use them when you take those photos. I'll even teach you a rad pose I came up with all on my own. You learn the Eureka emote from the Caretaker.
Alright, cool.
Ah yes, real rad. Remember that one of the goals of this trip is to deepen the ties between our 2 schools. It seems like having someone who knows the area would be a big help. That being said...
2 of you are going to be out of luck.
How does your hair work? I'm trying to make sense of it, and my brain, no es bueno. Talk to the kids from the other school. Ah, man. Big help. You're NTom, or whatever, right?
YouTube.
You want to pair up with one of us poor, lonely Blueberry students? Yes. Gosh, it's so sweet of you to go out of your way like that. Whatever would we do without you? Oh yeah, so my little brother here has been all googly-eyed over you since yesterday. He wouldn't stop talking about you. Even at home, I seriously couldn't get him to shut up. So, what are you telling him that for, dummy? Hey, what should you call dummy if you know what's good for you? Oh, man. Look at him being all shy.
Me trying to not say how much I hate her after every sentence.
He'd probably never work up the nerve to ask you himself, but he'd really like a battle with you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that would be fun.
I want to gauge how strong you are. This will make my brother real happy. Chin up, Kiki. NTom says he'll battle you. What? Wowzers. Really? You don't mind? He doesn't mind a bit.
Well, thanks for speaking for us, I guess.
I got this.
We were just supposed to be picking groups, and now it's a whole battle. Everyone had to move out of the way. Everyone's looking at us.
You are challenged by Pokemon trainer Kieran. Ooh, a Sentret. Wowzers, I can't believe this. I get to battle you. This is awesome.
He's acting like he's meeting like a movie star or something.
Really? Not really set up to do this. Oh, whatever.
Any move would have KO'd this thing.
I'm sorry, Centra. A Yanma. Let's show off the Cerulege.
Mm-hmm. Named Cyrus after the character from Chrono Trigger.
Is this its signature move?
Bitter Blade, yes. Very powerful physical fire type attack.
Nice.
That also heals you.
Certainly bitter. Oof, I guess I got a lot of weaknesses.
Cerulege is one of the best fire Pokemon to use in raids because of that move right there.
Nice. Only 2 Pokemon? Jeez.
Well, they can't have him be stronger than his sister.
True that. Good show. Jolly good show.
Although out of the 5 Pokemon that we saw between him and his sister, Yanma was the best one.
Maybe a taste of things to come. You really aren't half bad. Kiki's nearly as strong as I am, you know.
That really isn't saying much.
This orienteering thing, we're supposed to group up in pairs, right? You should go ahead and pair up with Kiki then.
Thank Christ.
What? No, sis, don't! Don't what? It's not like we can pair up, or were you hoping to partner up with some other rando outsider instead of NTom? Oh, no, but... oh, man. Don't worry, he's just being shy. I'll go find some chump to pair up with too. Watch out for my little bro, you! I'm starting to see what Spar was on about. Looks like you've all paired up. Let's go ahead and mark where you'll be going on those Rotom phones of yours.
So we pair with Kieran, and Carmine pairs up with one of the other random people that came with us, and then the other 2 random people just kind of get stuck with each other.
Ah, Peaches. So it looks like we should probably start with the signboard at Loyalty Plaza. That's out past the apple orchards on the west side of the village. It's close by, and I figure it might make sense to, visit them all in order. I'll probably just get in your way if I stick too close, so I'll just follow you from a safe distance. Oh, that Kieran. A strong breeze could knock him down.
Go check out the shop. You can stock up on quick balls.
Rotototo.
Oh, this is going to be the introduction of Indigo Mask, actually. Or Indigo Disc.
Do I have the pleasure of speaking with Master NTom? Yep, that's me.
Hey, Clive.
You phoned me. Why wouldn't you reach me? My, it certainly does this old heart good to be greeted with such a lively response. Now, if I could take but a moment of your time, there is something we must discuss. Master NTom, you're about to be presented with an exceptional opportunity. You already know the Unova region's Blueberry Academy, I presume. Of course. Indeed. Tales of your school trip to Kitakami with the Blueberry cohort reached even my office.
I would hope so. You're the director of the academy.
And he told me that he would be delighted to host you as an exchange student at his school. I believe it would be a fine chance for you to learn even more about the world.
Okay, at least this one wasn't a random selection. We got picked because we're so impressive or something.
I am the latest champion-ranked trainer. He is admittedly a bit of a character, but not to worry, I'll be there with you when you meet him. Once you feel ready to respond to his offer, I ask that you come by my office so we can discuss the specifics together. Do feel free to prioritise your ongoing school trip, though, if you so wish.
Yeah, so you could go start Indigo Disc now, but I'm pretty sure you have to complete Teal Mask in order to really advance in the story of that one.
Right. And I mean, we've started, so we'll finish.
Yeah, of course.
Lovely of you to stop by. Take your time and have a look around.
Now, there's a funny thing if you try to pay for something with League points, so try that.
Okay. Quick balls. Yes. And get, like, Let's see. That'll do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pay with LP?
Yeah, try it.
LP, is that one of those cryptic currencies? I'm a little too old to keep up with all that, sorry dear.
Yeah, so you can't pay with league points because that's a Paldea thing. She actually has an updated one if you try once you've started Indigo Disc, apparently.
Nice.
Because that wasn't even the one that I wanted you to see. There's another one later.
Okay, so we can buy socks.
And gloves. Knitted socks and knitted gloves.
I'm okay, thanks. Don't be shy. Making our way on up.
Alright, so you're pretty much free to go do whatever you want to now.
Press the L or R button while the map is open to switch between different maps. Okie dokie.
There are special outbreaks going on right now for Halloween with a bunch of ghost-type Pokemon getting mass outbreaks.
Right. So it's not a huge region?
Yeah, no, it's certainly not going to be as big as Paldea itself was, because, I mean, it is a DLC. The Indigo Disc area is a little bit bigger than this, I think, and more varied as well. Both pretty cool areas, though.
I wasn't making, you know, assumptions about it. I was just saying this is like the size of one of the regions back home. Thou that loses to me must come with me.
To the winner goes the spoils and all that.
To the winner goes the Centret.
Now, I believe back in the town there might be an NPC that you can speak to. A certain one that you might recognize both as a relation to a character you know and also probably from any of the Pokemon Directs you've seen.
And the fan art and such. I think my eye clocked onto their colour scheme as I was running past. Hello?
Oh. Alright, sure.
Oh, that is bad for you.
We've already caught you, yep.
It is so weird to be using a grass starter. It does not feel natural.
Hey, at least Meowscarada is a really good one. I believe they should be right here in front of this house. I can see them standing there.
Yep. And they have a Hisuian Growlithe. Whoa, where'd you come from? I didn't even notice you there. Anyway, you are... Wait, no, don't say a thing. I want to guess first.
I am champion NTom. He is champion NTom.
How'd you know? Here, it's a small town, you know. News tends to spread pretty quickly here. The name's Perrin, by the way. I'm a traveller with a bit of a thing for photography. This here's my bud, Growlithe. Doesn't the little horn on its head make it the cutest? Growar. Hey, this might sound a bit weird, but would it be alright if I took your photo?
Sure, yeah.
My soul is in pieces, anyway. Just like that, huh? Are you always this open with total strangers? Kinda worried about you, kiddo. Anyway, let me snap that photo.
I mean, if you were trying to take a photo with a phone or whatever, that'd be one thing. The professional camera flashing directly in our eyes is probably something else altogether.
I'm wearing glasses, it's fine. Why don't you focus on wrapping up whatever you've got going on for now? Come see me after, I don't know, registering 150 Pokemon in the Kitakami Pokedex or something.
Wow, that's an oddly specific number.
It is. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's something for later. I think you probably already know what that is because of spoilers, but it's something that I definitely want to check out on screen.
Neat. Well, I don't know what it is specifically. You just told me there was something after we get the Pokedex complete.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, she's the descendant of the character whose name I cannot remember, but they were the head of the Diamond Clan in Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Right, I also cannot remember that character's name, and wow, those things are practically invisible in the grass.
Really? Ha! My waterfall. Wow, you guys are pretty dense in this region.
Smaller region, I guess they have to pack it with more Pokemon. I think we've already caught everything that was on screen right here.
Get out of my way. Oh, a Bellsprout.
Ah, okay, I didn't see them. If you hadn't wanted to name the Meowscarada Liko from the Pokemon anime character, of course, I would have actually named it Balan. For Balan Wonderworld.
Yes, I know what it's bloody named after. I remember liking the demo, but apparently the final game turned out to be a little bit of a shit show.
There's like 6 buttons that all do the exact same thing, and it's just activate whatever power you have equipped.
It's not 1991 anymore, Naka. Get with the times.
And the story is basically non-existent, and what is there is kind of a fever dream. I kind of recommend checking out Alpharad's video on it. It's a bit of a trip.
Ugh. And if that wasn't bad enough, Naka got caught for insider trading.
I mean, that too.
As if the game being bad wasn't bad enough. Oh, hello.
Geodude. Surprisingly, it didn't exist in Paldea.
Yeah. I'm so used to Geodude just being there. He is like the constant.
Right. It's like the Machop line isn't in this game at all, even including the DLCs.
Geodude was actually the first shiny I got in Legends Arceus.
Oh, nice.
The second one was Bronzong.
Not counting the Ponyta, of course.
Of course.
Okay, so that trainer over there is part of a special series of trainers in the DLC from the Ogre clan, and they are, much like the trainers in Paldea that have the black text boxes, stronger than the other trainers that are nearby.
Could I take them?
I honestly don't know. I tried to fight one of them when I was exploring my first time through, and they almost wrecked my ship.
I'm Raikiri of the Kitakami Ogre clan. The lightning I wield will shake you to your core.
Raikiri literally means lightning cutter.
Very cool.
Special technique of Kakashi from Naruto.
Always goes back to Naruto.
It's literally in the name, man. It's right there.
I know. Level 75, so farly an even battle. Slay, bitch.
Flower Trick is a really great move. I think it always hits, and it's a guaranteed crit. Great combo.
Vika Volt. Rock would be good, but let's go with Old Faithful Fire.
I think starting a sandstorm in this cave would probably be deadly as well.
Oh no, we just kind of like drown. Ooh. You'll have my respect.
Except for the fact that you tried to use Zap Cannon.
I'm taking my respect back. Thank you. Promo Pass. Interesting.
Alright, well, it's 4 times weak to ground.
Teehee. I won't get stabbed, but it will do the big hurty. It's the most nothing shiny ever.
Well, no, it's not. There are many others that are worse. This thing is also 4 times weak to fighting, so Body Press would also be good.
Let's try Earthquake.
I think Body Press might even be stronger. Body Press is a very funny move that has quickly become one of my favorites. It is based off your Pokemon's defense instead of attack.
Right.
So for Tyranitar, which I think has a higher base defense than base attack, it's actually stronger.
Goodbye. Lux Ray. You can stay out.
Other than this thing probably has Intimidate. Oh, it doesn't. That means it has Rivalry, which is the bad ability.
What does that do exactly, Spar?
Rivalry will increase the Pokemon's attack if it's up against the Pokemon of the same gender, and then will decrease it if it's up against the Pokemon of the opposite gender.
Right.
Which is bad.
Good for you, man.
Did it just... Okay, no, it didn't KO itself, at least.
Alright, so you're not nothing. Like, in terms of fighting, scaling, you're an Elite Four member.
These are definitely the only ones that will give you any kind of threat in this DLC until maybe the final fight.
Oh my god!
That's a... Wow, that's a lot of you, dude. What the hell?
That scared the piss out of me.